Nick, make sure you record too. Start recording now.
VCR Party Live. VCR Party Live. At the end of the 20th century, a scientist saw a killer comet on its way. He filmed instructions for its destruction over a second-hand VHS tape, but then was hit by a Winnebago. So his assistants Nick and Joe must search every corner of his drone for the cassette that is our only home. But in the meantime, they'll play the greatest hits they find. VCR Party Live. VCR Party Live. Melinda's.
Hello,
Melinda.
Welcome to VCR Party. I'm Joe. That's Nick. That's Steve. That's George. And we are live. We're doing this live for some reason. Why are we doing this live? This seems like a terrible idea.
Well, we're doing it live because everybody had other stuff going on when we could pre-tape it. So it just seemed like the best thing to do is do it live.
Okay, let's see what happens. This could be a train wreck.
I'm genuinely nervous.
I am too.
We haven't done this in so long.
Well,
Fuck it, we'll do it live.
We normally, we pre-tape these and then we edit them and then we take out all of our flubs and we just sound like pristine and sharp. But like tonight, it's going to be bad, isn't it? It could be bad.
Well, if this is your first time joining us, I think it's going to be a great show. My name's Nick. We got Joe over there. We got George and Steve. And Joe is coming to you live from VCR Party Found Footage Festival headquarters, home of 11,000 VHS tapes.
Yep.
Quick note.
See, we would have edited out that pause. We would have edited it out if we had pre-taped this.
Okay.
We have our first screw up of the night, and it seems to be that it's not currently playing on YouTube. See, this is live.
I beg to disagree because I have YouTube on this right here. You guys can't see, but it is playing.
All I'm saying is that in the chat they're saying
it's playing fine here for me.
Okay, all right. I'm just then this is the second screw up is me claiming there was a screw up.
I think technically that's the first screw up, George. We should have Batman cereal standing by, just a little ball for all of us. All right, let's see how this goes. Do you want to just start off with no? We're gonna do phone calls, right? We're gonna do phone calls because we're going live.
Because we're live, we have the ability to take phone calls, and over George's head and left and right shoulders is the number where you can call us. So, Joe, why don't you play the intro for Found Footage Festival Classics? We'll give you a chance to call in, and then you can decide which classic we'll show, right?
Or I'm going to show one, or I have one ready to go. You have one ready to go, and we're going to let the viewer or the caller decide. Look at this interactive show. This is an interactive, fun thing. All right,
here's the intro.
But first, the intro. That's right, Nick. Here we go.
You caught me with my pants down, but no one sells carpet or waterbeds for less.
Okay. All right. Oh, I don't want to give that away. All right, here we go. There we go. All right. So, did anybody call in? Or is that broken now too?
Well, no one's called in yet, but you certainly can call in. It's
here's what I'm thinking for the phone calls. I have an idea for the phone calls. When people call in, they can do one of three things. Mm-hmm. One thing they can do is request a video. I hooked up all of my hard drives here, and you can request a video that we've played before. Because I was thinking it might be fun to do an all request show someday, and I want to see if we have that ability to do that. So request a video. That's one thing you can do. The second one is to offer some constructive criticism about our show. Maybe you've been dying to tell us something that we need to improve. We're always looking for ways to improve. Mm-hmm. And then the third thing is pretend that you have some constructive criticism, but then say a swear word instead and then hang up the phone.
Okay.
Oh, we got a phone call. All right, George, take it.
And we should, the question we're asking is, what do you want to play, Joe's clip or my clip that we have queued up?
They hung up.
Okay, so because Nick, your clip is like a pretty ultimate Nick clip, and my clip is a pretty ultimate Joe clip. What'd you say?
I would say they're both indicative of the types of videos we normally show. Yeah. Mine is a VHS tape that's in the zeitgeist because of a new movie that's coming out. And yours is a disgusting...
Well, it's not... I mean, the human body is not disgusting, Nick.
Okay, that's true. It's just nature.
It's nature, nature, and it's a treasure, Nick.
All right, so did we get a call? Do we have one on the line?
Yes, we do.
Okay.
All right.
Wichita, Kansas. Talk to us.
Oh, hey there. Sorry, I was the guy that hung up.
Oh, all right.
Send that man some Batman cereal.
So do you have any constructive criticism? Do you have
A video request?
a video request, or do you pretend to have constructive criticism and then say a swear word and hang up?
Let's see. I do have a little bit of constructive criticism, I guess.
All right.
I don't know. I think sometimes, well, here's the constructive criticism I have. I've sent several emails, but I've not actually had either a reply or one of my videos put on your channel. So
No way.
frustrating.
Oh, okay. What's your first name? I'm gonna go look it up right now. Now, are you sending good videos though?
He can't hear. I don't.
Oh, all right. Joe asks, are you sending good videos?
I believe I sent some really interesting videos.
Eh.
The one I sent was skateboarding with Gene, where I don't know, it's a real rager.
And what's your
Okay.
name?
Do it
What,
on YouTube channel.
what's your name so we can look up your submissions?
YouTube.com/Crazy Calvin, and I would be sending it from my email address that is similar.
Oh, okay, Crazy Calvin.
Okay.
Are you sure you sent it to the right email address though? Because
But skateboarding with Gene.
Skateboarding
or
with Gene.
The Great Western Weed Company.
The Great Western Weed Company.
Okay, these don't sound familiar, but in the meantime,
24-hour plant store that they did a news report on.
All
It
right.
was in Colorado. It's
Well,
really weird.
it is a Gene with a J or with a G?
Gene with a J or a G?
Jay.
J.
Okay.
okay. So,
All right, we're gonna-
George, we're
yeah.
going to look
We
at that
didn't
up.
get
But
it.
George, in the meantime, can you ask him which video? Ask them which video they want to see, mine or Joe's for classics.
Right. So what would you like to see, Joe's or Nick's video for the Found Footage Festival Classic right now?
Let's go with Joe.
Joe.
Yes, good call.
All right.
Good
Thank you
call.
for your call.
All right, we're gonna look it up. Skateboarding with Gene. Usually we're kind of okay about getting back to people whenever they email.
Yeah.
I mean, we get a shitload of emails, but we can't get to all of them. But if he sent multiples, I don't know. Skateboarding with Gene is something I would click on.
Neither of those sound familiar to me.
I
so
did a search. I think he sent it to the wrong.
I think he's emailing Red Letter Media. I think that's
what he's sending it to. Yeah.
yeah.
Blame them. It's their fault. Send us Skateboarding with Gene. What was his name again?
or
Tracy
we.
Calvin.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We'll look it up. But this is let's just get to the clip.
Okay. All right, here we go. So now the anniversary of Pilot's Debaucherous.
Can somebody turn off the ringer? Whoever had left the ringer on.
So Pilot's Debaucherous weekend, the anniversary is coming up. This is a home movie that we that somebody found, sent it to us, and it's an hour long and unlabeled. And it's these pilots, and they charter a boat, and I think they're like in Arizona or somewhere, and they have a wild weekend. And I'm going to show you. I had to censor some of this beforehand, but Crazy Calvin chose wisely by going with me, because July 17th and July 18th are the anniversaries. The 32 anniversary, 32nd anniversary of when this played. So here it is: Pilot's Debaucherous Weekend.
Here's the date right on there.
Yep. So wait, 22, 26. 26 year. So that was, in case you couldn't see, that was a crumpled up pilot's wiener right there. It's very like crumpled up because it's in a swimsuit.
I don't know that you blurted enough, actually. I
great.
think you might need to keep
Are you
going with
serious?
this. Yeah, get this off the pause. There's a lot of hair we're seeing
You
there.
can show hair.
Not certain types of hair you can't.
You can't show pubes.
No, you can't. Remember how I said to get it off this part of the...
Oh my god. Showing stuff. If this is Joe's, why don't you show me? There you go. Now, just hold still. Wait a minute. I'm going to do a little rectal exam here.
You see what he was doing there? You could tell that he was going to do a bit there where you put the wiener behind the legs.
Oh, the tuck-in.
The tuck-in thing. Yeah,
Right.
yeah. The Memorial Day 2000, he called it box. You remember?
Right.
You
I'm
could
familiar
tell
with that bit.
you could tell that's what he's going for right here. but he gets usurped.
Hold that. Ding dong. And we're going to take the lake and go all the way up to Wallweed. Here's the bridge. If you look back in there all the way, that's a nice canyon. Oh, yeah.
Okay, so I think Crazy Calvin chose wisely on that one personally.
Not me.
Yeah, agree to disagree on that one.
But who's to say that those aren't like a continuation of the stomach hairs going down and they are pubes? I think we could argue that with YouTube. I think we'd say, hey, look, that could be a continuation of a stomach hair.
All right, we'll take it up with them.
Well, I'll call the 1-800 number. They're really easy to get a hold of.
Yeah. All right, so that is our initial thing we do, which is play a classic, and that is everyone should be celebrating. I think it's this weekend, the 17th and 18th. Get yourself on a boat and show as much pubic hair as you want,
or stomach hair that's extended.
Right, either one.
Yep.
All right. We
how's this live show going so far?
Not
what
great.
do you think?
Not great. There's a lot of technical difficulties. This is reminding me of when we used to do live shows and why we stopped doing them. But we do a regular segment there called Celebrity Bullshit. So let's do that.
Nick's going nuts for on this episode. He's gonna have a nervous breakdown by the end.
Okay. Now, the last time that I've played a video in the past called Captain Kid, and with kids and strangers, with the celebrity guest here was George. You remember? This is Bryce.
Yes, that's Bryce Beckham.
Yeah, Bryce Beckham
of Mr. Belvedere fame.
Mr. Belvedere fame. Now, we've had in some archivists helping us go through our collection and going through the children's section, and it turns out we had a prequel to that Captain Kidd video. This one is called Captain Kidd's Magical Star, which stars another sitcom star. This is somebody who was on a sitcom.
This has been sitting under our noses this entire time.
Yes, yeah, that's why going through all of the videos has been valuable already.
Fantastic.
So, take a guess. Who do you think this is? Or maybe do it, George. Do you want to ask a caller if they?
Oh, you're playing with fire here, Nick.
Well, he said we had one on the line.
Okay.
So.
All right.
Hey, caller. We have a question for you. Who do you think is the celebrity that appears in Captain Kidd's Magical Star? The story begins.
Norman Fell. Okay.
Norman Fell was the guess.
What do you guys think?
Wait, is it a child actor or is it an adult actor?
I'm just going to say they were on a sitcom.
I'm going to say Kirk Cameron.
Okay. I was going to go with that one. That seems like the obvious one. I'm going to go with Alan Thicke, because Alan Thicke, I think, is in like 90% of these videos.
Okay.
It looks early 80s to me, so I'm going to go with Robert Guillaume.
Good guess. All right, let's find out in this week's edition of Celebrity Bullshit.
Stop, say no, and go, go, go. Stop, say no, and go, go, go. Stop, say no, and go, go, go. Oh, hi, girls.
Was it Cookie from
I'm sorry.
Bozo?
I didn't mean...
No, good guess. But no, a clown is in this one. Just kind of appears in these girls' ballet class.
To scare you, I'm Pacto the Clown. Believe in yourself and do the best you can every time you try.
Yeah, you can decide for yourself. When you saw me earlier, I was acting.
Is that the one? Is that the kid?
That.
It's also Bryce Beckham. He's in both.
Different when they're around
Trick question.
It was a
they
trick.
Tough or cool. They act like they know everything about drugs and try to make you think you're stupid if you're not into it, like calling you chicken nerd, other names to embarrass you.
Calling you chicken nerd.
Nerd.
Like calling you chicken nerd or trying to embarrass you. So yeah, it was a trick question. We have the original Captain Kidd, and in the same photo shoot, Captain Kidd's Magical Star. The only difference is a little girl and a clown. So,
do they say what KID stands for?
No, they never do in either of the videos. They never explain the acronym.
I think that's a new corner. I think there are a lot of acronyms that aren't acronyms. That's the corner, acronyms that aren't acronyms. Captain Kidd would be,
like Fart the movie and
exactly.
Yeah, right.
Yeah. Why do they do that? Why do they do that? What's the purpose of like pretending that's an acronym What do you get? What do you benefit?
I mean, it kind of sounds like a James Bond villain organization, but that's not. I don't think that's what Captain Kidd was trying to do.
Maybe a little more mystery.
Yeah, maybe Fart the movie was trying to be a little ominous. I don't know. That's a good question.
A mystery that isn't. Oh, caller on the line. Hey, call. Okay, so but let's do this for this caller. Okay, let's take the call, but the caller has to do one of the three things: has to request a video that we played in the past, has to offer some constructive criticism, and don't complain about emails. Like I don't.
I love that Joe's already telling them what they can give the constructive criticism about. Can't be this. Can't be that.
I'm giving constructive criticism about their constructive criticism.
Yeah, all right.
Or they can pretend to have constructive criticism and then say a swear word and then hang up on us. Or George, you have to hang up on them first. Well, you're on mute, George. You're on mute. Oh boy.
Okay, Jerry with a G.
Okay.
You can do one of three things: request a video that we've played in the past, offer constructive criticism, or pretend you
But
have
not email related
criticism, and instead say a swear word and hang up.
All right. So first off, it's a kind of a combination. Lucille Cataldo, who from Stairway to Stardom, passed away. And I don't feel like we had like a minute of silence. We didn't play hairdresser or anything.
Yes, we did.
Yes,
so
we
I'd like to play
did.
Hairdresser.
Okay,
Shame on you.
we're getting a lot of pushback here saying that we did, in fact. I believe it was during the closing, wasn't it? Or
No,
was
it
it during?
was the very first clip we played.
Oh,
Yeah,
it was
was that
the
last
intro
week?
clip
was
in the
2
last
weeks ago,
few
wasn't
weeks.
Yeah, it was a few days
Joe and
after
Nick are
she
going
died.
crazy.
We
You
taped
can't
tribute
hear
to
them.
her.
How
but-
dare you?
All right, I'll eat the Batman cereal.
Please
I
do.
apologize.
Eat a
Also,
whole bowl.
Fuck you, Baba Booey.
Oh,
They got us. They got us.
This
He
guy's
was
good.
wrong and also got us. So it was a double whammy.
Ooh.
And he threw a Baba Booey at us too. It's not even that show.
All right, so Joe, we did a show, and George was with us too at in Mahoning at the Mahoning Drive-In Theater in Pennsylvania over the weekend, and it was a lot of fun. It was like their satanic themed. It was VHS Fest 666, so they played movies on VHS. We hosted and played some of our videos. And the actress Ginger Lynn was there. We got to meet Ginger Lynn from Vice Academy.
Well, first of all, I want to say there was like a VHS swap meet beforehand for the whole day. So we brought out a bunch of our doubles and we sold some stuff. We traded some stuff with some other collectors. It was super fun. We got to meet some Melindas. And let me just first show this. A Melinda came up to me and gave me this shirt and all of you guys' shirts too. I Survived Songathon. It's tie-dyed. God, I forgot the dude's name too. I should probably know that. And so thank you for that. And then I immediately wore it, and then also gave a tote bag that said I Survived the Songathon.
Look at that.
Yeah, look at that. That's nice as hell. So you guys have shirts here waiting for you as well. But yes, Ginger Lynn was there, and Nick and I did like a handful of clips, and then we brought Ginger Lynn out to introduce, what was it, Vice Academy.
Vice Academy, yep.
Movie Vice Academy. And so then it wasn't structured very well. It was like, she's going to come on and introduce the film. You handed her the microphone, then she sat down with me, and then I was like, oh, I guess I have to interview Ginger Lynn.
I want to interrupt though, just to say that it was already awkward before that, because George goes, I think she wanted to go in for a hug, and you just totally ignored her and gave the mic. She was kind of like this, and I thought she was going like, hey, and so I just kind of gave her the mic. And it was like, hi.
You
And
could
George's
hug
like,
Ginger Lynn.
George's like, I think she wanted you to hug her, and
you recoiled like you'd practiced it.
yeah. Well, I don't. COVID's still a thing, so I was trying to be a little, But anyway, so then, yeah, she sits down in my chair.
Who cares
and Joe,
about COVID? That's Amber Lynn. Or Ginger Lynn. You could have different Lynn. It's Ginger Lynn.
And then you were left holding the mic, being like, I guess I got to do a Q&A.
Yeah. And I didn't have anything prepared, and I don't know anything about this movie at all. And so I just said, what are some of your memories from working on Vice Academy? Luckily, she had a funny story ready to go about how they couldn't, the director didn't want people to urinate in his house, like in his bathroom in his house. So they always had to like hold their urine until they got to like a gas station or something like that. So everybody always had to pee on the set because this director was so tightly wound and was anxious about that. So anyway, we finished that up. We introduced the movie, and then the cameras are off of us. and it's just me and Ginger there. And here's what that looked like. Nick took a picture, and there we are. And then immediately afterwards, she turns to me and she goes, "Are you wearing underwear?" And I was like, "Yeah, I am." And I was like, "Are you?" And she's like, "No, I never wear underwear." And I was wondering like where she was going with that. I was like, is she trying to be funny? But she wasn't trying to be funny. She wasn't doing a bit or anything. And it turns out she was worried. You can see that how hard she's crossing her legs. She didn't know she'd be sitting down with a camera right there. And so she was really worried that it would be looking up her skirt.
A camera was projecting that image up onto the big drive-in screen.
Yeah, to 1,000 people in the audience on an enormous screen. And so, yeah, she was worried about that. But also, like, I don't know, she's a porn star. Like,
well, she was, but yeah,
that's true. Yeah,
yeah.
Okay. I guess
if you want to see that part of Ginger Lynn, you can just go on the internet. But,
yeah, exactly.
She was being modest.
She was being modest, and then we started to. What did she ask me? She asked me.
I think you volunteered that you were a naked sleeper.
I told her that. I said, yeah. I said, I told her that.
I turned and I see Joe saying, the first thing I hear him saying is, well, I sleep in the nude. And you had been talking to her. It just within a minute of the mics being off from the big screen, you were already naked
my
sleeper.
armpit hair just grows in whips, you see, and
it made sense to come up because I was telling her, she's like, well, you should consider not wearing underwear because it just feels more natural that way. And I was like, well, I'm a naked sleeper. That's why I brought that up. I was like, I can't sleep if I have underwear on at all. So I said, I'm entering the second half of my life. Maybe I should give it a shot. She goes, give it a shot, just like this week. Just don't wear any underwear and see how you like it. But then I also explained to her this, the reason that I like it, I can't believe I actually told her this part, is that after I get done peeing and I shake off the pee, sometimes I'll put it in to my pants. And if I'm wearing like loose boxer pants, like some pee will dribble down my leg a little bit. You guys know what I'm talking about, right? And for some reason, I explained this to her.
The thing is, we all agreed not to talk about it. Yeah. Everybody knows it, but everybody on Earth agreed not to talk about it.
I know, but then I had to explain to her. But then she kind of gave me like, oh, okay, yeah. And I was like, that's the reason I like wearing underwear is because then it catches the loose pee at the end of a pee. Right? You guys with me?
Yeah. Well, she started oversharing, and then she met the king of oversharing. Yeah. I think that's what happened. You put her in her place. She's like, whoa. Let's not get into a pissing contest here. No pun intended.
She was like, okay, all right, I gotta go. But then she handed me this, a couple of poker chips. Not Amber.
Ginger Lynn.
Getting my porn stars confused here. Ginger Lynn. Vice Academy 1 through 3 poker chips. She had those available.
Not bad.
And she gave
says Mahoning on the back. So yeah.
So those are collector's items. So
nice things. Pretty cool.
Nice things. Yeah.
Well, let's George, see that we have a caller online. Let's just hold off until Steve tells us about his selling out.
I can't wait. So this week we are selling out to Portrait of a Failed Writer. It's one of the Melindas, Elko from the Netherlands. His friend made a movie, which is on Amazon Prime in the US and UK.
Really?
Yep. They are from the Netherlands, though, so they can't watch it or leave reviews, which means it doesn't get picked up by the algorithm. It would be great if the American people watching your show, or UK, I know we have some people in the UK watching it, could watch it or even just leave a review. It's an experimental documentary about the director trying to be a writer and filming himself for 17 years, partially shot on video, even part in New York, so it seems like a good fit. I bought I don't know if you can see above, yeah, right here. I purchased it. I've watched the first 20 minutes just to make sure that I was not going to lead any Melindas astray. I think it's really interesting. It's like, definitely has that independent movie feel, and I actually think it's really well done. I've not watched the whole thing. It's definitely goes into a lot of depressing subject matter. So if you're triggered by talking of suicide and things like that, definitely not for you. But other than that, I definitely think it's definitely worth it. So check it out. And even if you want to just leave a review saying like, hey, I would like to check this movie out or something like that, just to help out Elko and his friend Joris, I think it's well worth your time.
Cool.
Wow.
It's a good one. All right. I'm going to watch that. I'll watch that.
Oh, it's pretty good. I think you're going to like it. That's pretty wild.
All right.
Well, speaking of depressing, do we want to take another call? Keeping the theme of being depressed about things?
Jerry, you've tried to call a few times and gotten cut off, but Do you have any? Do you have any? I don't know. Constructive criticism? Do you have a
Don't
video
start
request?
with that, George.
Stinker poopy shit.
Oh, got us.
Wow.
Got us.
Yeah.
What was the
He
first
owned
word
you.
he said? I heard poopy and shit, but what was the first word that he said?
I actually couldn't tell.
Stinky poopy shit?
I believe so.
Yeah, maybe.
That
Okay.
makes sense.
Oh, man.
The
He's
worst type.
good. He was good. Yeah, those
There's
are the
something
worst.
about these live call-in shows. There's
Anything can happen.
anything could happen. George, you did one for many years on public access, and
I
I
think
don't know how you did.
I think when people answer too, when they pick up the phone, they have to say, "Hey guys, first time, long time, or first time, last time." Is
Right,
what they have
sure.
to say.
think we
First time, last
established.
time. Yeah.
Yeah.
We have to do that too, by the way. So that's another fourth thing that you can do. George, you're on mute right now. Are you
I
okay?
think he's
dealing with the
answering
caller.
calls.
I do
Okay.
that because when I'm actually talking to a
Oh.
caller.
He's like the
If we
time
have
life
another-
operator.
Yes.
All right.
Yes. So I could. Do you want me to do you want to take another call, or are we keeping this on hold?
Let's keep the videos going for now, and we'll
All
take
right.
another one. But Joe, were you going to say something before?
Yeah, I was. I wanted to show some of the videos that we got
Oh,
at
yeah.
the actual Mahoning thing. So Colby came up and gave us a video that was taped off a TV, and it's a Michael Bolton video that was taped off a TV. So that's definitely. I think like A&E must have done like a little documentary on.
There's
him
a
or
date on it, 3/17/98. So mark that one down.
Yeah,
the
mark it on
anniversary
the
of the Michael
calendars.
Bolton home movie.
This seemed like a total Nick Pruer one right here. Creative Cakes. Doesn't that seem
Ooh.
like one that you would have? Betty Crocker put it out.
Yeah.
That seems. Watch this. You're gonna love this. Watch this. It's like a magic trick. Top loader. We got ourselves a top loader.
Wouldn't you
Yep.
know it? It's a top loader.
Bottom's fine. Top
Wow.
loader. Yep. Just like which one? Which video is also top loader? Shotgun Red.
Shotgun Red. Yeah,
Yep.
of course.
All right, but here's the one I'm super excited about. So this guy who's his name, what is his name? Dinky Pie. Dinky Pie. He was there. He had a booth and he was selling his video art. But he said that he only made a couple copies of this and he wanted to give it to us because he thought we would appreciate it. And he was right. It turns out his aunt, who he barely knew and has since passed, made a bunch of movies. So this is his aunt, Sandra. She's not with us anymore, but she's so ambitious. She made 4 short films and a feature-length film.
Wow.
And I want to have him on the show to walk us through his aunt's films. I haven't watched it yet. But like, what are some of those titles?
Prey on the Dead.
Prey on the Dead, The
immediately,
Sick Sense, Forbidden Tango, Good Golly, Miss Dolly, and For Eddie.
Yeah.
Looks good.
So, yes, I can't wait to dive into this. And then he also does some cool looking video art too. And then we traded some videos. And so Dinky Pie, look him up.
That was fun. Yeah, and Scott Miller from Strange Tapes, the Strange Tapes show on our channel this summer, gave me this one, Squirrely Adventures with Greg Bassett and his furry friends. So I'm excited to take a look at Squirrely Adventures. Scott, the collector of many squirrel-related tapes. So
Talking squirrels with Scott.
All right.
Flying windows now?
Let's get into flying windows.
Boy, this is going to be a long show, isn't it?
Yeah, we can always abbreviate things, but I think people expect flying windows. Oh, and there's an important update about flying windows.
Oh, okay.
Okay, here's the update. A couple weeks ago, we said, how many flying windows, Joe, I think you offhandedly said, how many flying windows are we up to? Can somebody count them? Our regular viewer, Wayne, counted them. Went through every episode. In fact, said there's one episode that got taken down because it was a Life on the Farm thing and whatever. And then I said, oh, okay, let me put that back up. And then, so she was very thorough. And here's where we're at. Just first of all, look at all these.
Oh
look
my
at this
God,
logging.
Wayne.
Started in
you offer
117.
her some money. She should get paid for this. You should send her some money.
I
Send
offered her a lot of burp coins. So yeah,
we should give her a sellout, Steve. If she has anything she wants to sell out.
yeah, sure. Waiting.
Or like 7 cents per window kind of a thing, or would
Well,
that be too much?
It'd be a lot of money because you'll see what we're at. Look at this, Riddles the Clown. I mean, these are videos. Joe says these don't count because they're growing, but I'm going to count them. 4. 11 flips does not count. So see, look at all. This is like incredible. I should share this.
You gotta be kidding me.
So the total is 1,043 flying windows have aired on the show thus far, And
since day one of doing flying windows.
Since we started the segment, yeah. And we're gonna add to the total tonight. So Wayne, get your ears on. Here we go with this week's flying windows. This is a video she sent me about background techniques for photography.
Okay, so we're at 1043, 1044, 1045. This is a great one.
Yeah, I love the theme too.
Oh, this is fantastic. I love this.
Yeah.
Hell yeah. This is going to be my toe tapper next year. Creativity International. Holy shit.
By my count, there were 16 to add to the list there. So add 16, and we have our new count for flying windows. So thank you, Wayne, for that.
1,059, right? 1,059.
So we're at 1,059 windows have flown in that segment so far. Pretty remarkable milestone. So thank you, to Wayne.
There's no other YouTube show that's going to have that many flying windows on it, unless there's a flying windows show.
Yeah,
I don't think there is.
Yeah, I think we can afford 7 cents per flying window. She counted. I think we can do it.
Okay. You think is that the going rate? I don't know. What's
I don't know. I'll have to check with
Department of Labor.
With Department of Labor, yeah. But we'll write out a check for flying windows. We'll figure out the right rate. And,
definitely.
I think that's worth compensating.
Needs to be worth paid for that. All right. Are we ready to move on? George, you got a caller on the line? Let's do one before we get into raviolis. One more before we go into raviolis.
Okay, Brandon from Texas, you're on. Do you have a request?
Hello.
Do you have constructive criticism? Okay.
I would like to request video number 69 from Daniel Songer.
Oh, okay.
All right, thank you.
All right, good request.
Yeah.
Did we watch that? Oh yeah,
we
watched the odds. So we did see that one.
Yeah, we did, and we expected it to be dirtier than it was.
I think
he didn't reference it.
He didn't reference, the number 69.
Yeah.
I think by the end we will have that ready to go for you.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's the quota. I don't know where we're at with that. I think we showed one last week, but let's get into. It's a request.
It's a request. So there's
right.
nothing we can do, Nick. I wish we could, but
our hands are
there's
tied.
Nothing that we can do. So
I did some searching for skateboarding with Gene. I saw that Calvin resent it tonight and sent another one, the Great Western Weed Company, which we didn't get before. But I see it in February and in May, he sent us some emails that I don't think we got back to. So I believe he has.
He's right. Okay, he's right.
I believe he was right. So I apologize for not getting back. That must have slipped through the cracks.
Yes. But if we don't respond, email us again, and then we'll just bother us with it, and then we'll respond eventually.
Okay.
If it's really good, if it's kind of whatever. But
right.
All right, let's get into some raviolis.
Okay.
All right. Oh yeah, now we gotta be punctual.
Play the intros live.
Here we go. And here it is. Oh boy, do I have it?
40 minutes in and we're just getting to the raviolis.
Hold on a second. Oh no, I don't have it.
Okay.
I don't have it.
Oh boy, more Batman cereal.
Okay, hold on. Raviolis search. Here we go.
Do we want to take another call, George, while we're waiting?
No.
Okay.
Lord,
right.
no. Here we go.
Come on, let's see your raviolis. Show us 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 your raviolis.
Whew. Wow.
All right.
See, that would have all been edited out. All that nonsense would have been edited out. That's
you'd have thought we were semi-professional, but no.
No,
we're
close. Not even close. Do you want to go first? I'm super excited about mine.
Okay.
So.
Yeah, I want to go first because I woke up into an idea, and I mentioned it to you guys on a part that we edited out of a VCR party, where I talked about one of the first videos we rented when we got a VCR was Dorf on golf, because it was Tim Conway, who we knew from variety shows and Carol Burnett show and the Apple Dumpling Gang, and doing a funny character where he, put shoes on his knees and would fall over. And I guess we rented anything that was comedy, and there weren't that many options back in the mid 80s.
Would you guys laugh when you watched it? Did you guys think it was funny?
My sister and I loved it. And then our favorite one, we got Dorf's Golf Bible, and then we also got Dorf and the First Games at Mount Olympus, which we thought was the funniest, where he's doing all the Olympic sports with Vincent Chiavelli was the co-host. We loved all the Dorf videos, and then we eventually dropped off. And I think we have most of the Dorf videos on VHS. But I had the idea to do a video that took all 7 Dorfs and just line them up, put them all in one magical video, edit them on top of each other, and then just see what happens. I knew it'd be a cacophony, but I just thought, I think it's going to be something magical. And I was right. I've created art with this. So, and by the way, the Dorfs are available now in one DVD. So you can it says all 8, but the last one isn't a Dorf video. So there's 7. I call this the 7 Dorfs. Buckle up, everybody.
What is the 8th one, though? Are you just saying that for convenience because 7 Dorfs sound better?
No, it's called it's called The Legend of the Paddle. It's about a ping pong player, and it's not Dorf. Dorf makes a cameo in it, but it's not a Dorf video. Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Trust me, I went on a deep dive from Dorfs for this.
Yeah. Deep dive from Dorfs.
All right.
Deep Dorf dive?
Yeah, no. Now, by the way, if you join on foundfootagefest.com, if you join what we call the Rewindo Club, I posted the full video of this, which is 45 minutes. And gradually some Dorfs drop off because they're shorter, and then I had to readjust the opacity. So this is a project. Here's 1 minute from the 7 Dorfs. Can't you imagine going to like a modern art museum like PS1 down the block from me, and then like going into a black room in the back, and then this is on? And you're kind of like, how long do I stay? But still seem like I'm taking in the art.
Yeah, I would be there like 15 seconds probably. I like that you hear like slide whistles. You hear like an occasional slide whistle.
And occasionally you can hear the like, he's got that Swedish accent, the fake accent.
I've never seen a Dorf before. So
you hit the ball. So you hear a little bit of that.
I think if you're looking at the 18 and they're
what's this, a dictation?
I think it's hypnotic. I think it's hard.
45 minutes.
And I think if you don't get it, you're a Philistine. I think you just don't, or you're not operating on the same level that we are.
No,
so.
I think they should do that with all movies. I think all the Godfather movies should be seen that way. I think
all
the Transformer movies should be seen that way.
Well, it's more efficient too.
Exactly. It's one-stop shopping for the entire series.
45 minutes, you get 7 Dorfs all the way done. So you can find those on Rewindo. They're up right now. So take a look.
Wait, just one is, right?
No,
but all of them are on.
No.
One video.
Yeah. All of them are on a 7.
Yeah.
That's a full 45-minute 7
I thought you
Dorfs.
just uploaded the DVD set that you got.
No, I want the Conway estate to still be able to monetize that. But my art project is wholly separate from that.
All right. This has become my favorite corner of all time. And I look forward to it whenever I find a new one. It's George's Deathbed Visions.
Ooh.
George's Deathbed Visions.
There's all of them.
This is everything so far. Remember that one?
The corn.
Yep, the double hand. All right. So who sent this? So the concept of this is like when George dies, he's on his deathbed. Not dead yet. He's about to die. And they say that your life flashes before your eyes. Well, these are going to be the images. What you saw there going into George's eyeballs are the images that George will flash before George's eyes. And we found a new one. So last January for my birthday, Scott Riley sent me this video called the Tamale King. It's a promotional video for this tool to help you make really fast tamales. And I loved the video, and I was watching, and all of a sudden I saw it. I was like, that's going to be in George's deathbed vision. I know it is. And George, tell me if I'm right on this. Also, pay close attention to the voiceover guy. It's my favorite voiceover guy of all the voiceover guys. All right, here we go. Here's George's deathbed visions.
Flying cube?
Flying something.
Yeah, we've had the machine for about 1.5 years now, and we've been real happy with it.
That is just one person's response to Tio Carlos's Tamale King Tamale Maker.
Do you like the voiceover guy, Nick?
The contrast between the testimonial and then the announcer.
He's just like, yeah, we like it. Well, that's just one guy.
The whole budget went to that.
The puking announcer, yeah.
All right, listen to the way. Okay, let's do it again. I could listen to this guy talk all day long. All right, here we go.
We've had the machine for about 1.5 years now, and we've been real happy with it.
That is just one person's response to Tio Carlos's Tamale King Tamale Maker. A patented, revolutionary tamale making machine, which can increase tamale production 15 to 20 times. Restaurant owners have discovered that they can produce many more tamales in much less time. They also like the fact that the Tamale King Tamale Maker extrudes.
Particularly gross part.
What do you think, George? Is that going to be one of them?
Well, it's weird because sometimes when I'm watching those, I'm wondering whether I am currently dying and I'm watching the flash, like whether, because I assume this episode will be part of my life flashback.
Right.
So maybe I'm already on my deathbed.
Well, the night is young.
But your tongue would be hanging out. There'd be flies buzzing around you.
Wow, is that advanced flies? Is that how that works?
I think vultures.
Vultures would be.
They'd kind of be like overhead perched somewhere.
Right. Sounds great.
We got a caller on the line. You want to?
We have 2 callers to be more efficient.
Okay.
Let's take them at the same time.
Wayne, hey.
Wayne's here.
You're on. Do you have
Hi.
a request? Constructive criticism, or are you going to scream?
Well, wait, we want to talk to Wadey about her work with the flying windows.
Oh, hold on. Joe is now saying we need to hear about your flying window research.
Yeah, what did you do? You sat down and you did all this?
Okay, so my brain is like mush now because it's like very expensive. I have to like rewatch the videos over again to like make sure I count the windows correctly because they fly like crazy. So there was one video, I forgot which one, the bubbles video. There was a bubbles video where I had to like rewatch it like
Windows of the Sea.
3-4
times. Bubbles are windows of the sea. Yeah.
Bunch of windows.
Oh, that's right. That's right. Because did you count the bubbles?
Did you include the bubbles or no? In your count?
Included them.
Okay.
I included them. Some were hard because some were just like flipping. So yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, exactly. So ask your 7 cents is 7 cents a window. Steve, can you do 7?
That'd be $700. That'd be $741.30 for the
7 cents per flying window.
For 7 cents per?
Yep. That'd be $741.30.
I'll take 7 cents per window.
13.
That seems like too much.
I'm a teacher. I need to buy my own school supplies, so I'll take any money right now.
Okay, well, we'll figure it out.
George, backtrack on the 7 cents.
Yeah, so
we have to talk to our accountants, but
wait, wouldn't it be 70?
It would be 74.
I didn't think it would be 70. Yeah, I didn't think it would be that much. I think Nick screwed it up.
74.13 is what I came up with.
74. Yeah, we can do 7 cents. Yeah, tell her that 7 cents is fine.
Oh, okay.
7
Sorry.
cents.
I screwed up the decimal point. But...
Yeah, 7 cents is fine.
Okay. Well, please hold.
$74 we can send.
Yeah.
Thank you, Wayne. Nice
that's
work,
well
Wayne.
worth all those hours. Yeah.
Yeah.
Let me.
Hold on.
I have been holding. Yep, it's all good.
Okay. Video request, constructive criticism, or a fuck you?
Video request.
Okay.
All right.
And I would love to see the Mr. Belding karaoke enthusiast video.
Oh, good request.
Good
Excellent
Thank
request.
you. Okay.
That's a good one. All right.
All right. We'll play that in hour 3 of the show. So just stay tuned. All right. Let me get to my second video. I've been going through, we had Chris Gethard on last week, and we were going through New York Public Access. And one thing that came up is the show Midnight Blue, which is one of these late night shows that they could show on Manhattan Cable Access, which is essentially pornography. Al Goldstein, the editor of Screw Magazine in 1974, really pushed the boundaries of that by having adult stars on and interviewing weirdos and fetish people. The show ran from 1974 to 2003. And they often had correspondents just going to nightclubs and finding things. So I was going through some old footage on some Midnight Blue DVDs we have, and found a guy who, I guess it was like their freaks and geeks collection. And so this was a contortionist who called himself the Human Pretzel. And basically this interviewer is just sort of, I guess, asking him how why he was called that, if this is the way he wants to be famous. And I thought it was a fascinating interview. So everybody get to know the Human Pretzel from Midnight Blue. I'm guessing this was late 70s, maybe early 80s.
There's really no point in asking why you call yourself the Human Pretzel. How long have you been practicing this contortionism?
Well, it started out in 1972 when I was still living with my parents, and I was with 2 young ladies. To make a long story short, we were drinking wine and smoking joints. I think I was in the nude. I was screaming when I found out that my legs were behind my head. They were playing with my feet, and then before I knew what has happened, I found my legs behind my head. As to the rest of it, the mouth down on the jewels of my body, well, that didn't come until, and when it came, it really came. That didn't come until 1974. This was substantially after I had, quote, come out in the bisexual world, and I found out I was well hung. Having gone out with so many Jewish princesses and never getting laid up until June of 72, I never knew that I was hung a lot more than the average young man. And then there's more of a story, but to be concise, between wrapping the legs around my head and knowing that I was hung, not like a stallion, but more like a horse, I tried and tried for months. Everyone I went to bed with, I said, please push my head down as far as you can. If you hurt me, I'll tell you. Then that marvelous day happened, and I celebrated with citrus juice. I'm very versatile, and if you're real good, I'll make you feel good. I hope your spirits will shine. So let me entertain you, and we'll have a real good time, yes, sir. And we'll.
Do you really think this is the way to break into show business?
I don't like to use the word break, but I can say if I get a break, Lloyd's of London will have a break. I'm insured for under the belt.
You're insured?
I'm insured.
All right, so there is the Human Pretzel celebrating with citrus juice.
That poor guy, like that, he wasn't born in the YouTube era, or like a Twitch. He could have a Twitch show. Like he's just really that poor guy just missed out. Like he'd be huge, right?
I know, just born in the wrong era. Apparently, he was a nightclub performer, and would go to probably Plato's Retreat and places like that and demonstrate what he did. But yeah.
But I think Nick wanted to play him just to make sure he could use him as a Halloween costume this year. My prediction.
Fake legs up here. That'd be pretty good. A little cigarette.
But we have that Chicago party video where it's a public access show out of Chicago, and they had on a guy who was the contortionist, and it's not very good for like public exhibition because you're really small. You're like on the stage, but you're small, and people have to kind of look up to see you because you're just like little and crouched, and they can't really see you. So it's cool, but like you're like very small.
You have to
so
be on a stool or
and
something.
you can't really move around much. You can smoke cigarettes.
Yeah,
you can definitely do that. But
if we get through tonight's show, I'm celebrating with citrus juice. That's all there is to it.
All right, you asked for it. Here it is. Principal Belding.
Days when the rains came low, down in the hollow.
Oh, great. We're going to get flagged for this.
Playing a new game.
I like that he added the line.
Laughing and a running, hey, hey. Skipping and a jumping. In the misty morning fog with our hearts a thumping. And you, my brown-eyed girl.
Just the voice of an angel.
Yeah. Gorgeous timbre.
My brown-eyed girl.
Look at
whatever happened.
Okay, we got enough there. All right, that was a.
We should do videos by request and just make that the show, like instead of working them all in. But yeah, this is a good trial. This is a good pilot for that.
We got to figure out how to do that because that could be pretty fun. Like people just like we tell them in advance, you have it ready, you call up, and then we talk, and then we
video request live.
All right, so I have another corner. I'm going to do another one of my corners. It's called Joe's Pitch Corner, and that intro graphic goes like this. Joe's Pitch Corner. You're out. All right, so this is the Steve. You watch sports. Is that a strike that I threw right there?
You know what? I love every piece of that. It might not have been a strike, but I tell you, that was an athlete on the mounds. Like that body just chiseled, just making it all work.
That was a preseason
right there.
That was a preseason game for the Houston Astros. And then Steve, I think it was your idea.
It was my idea, but you and your brother.
My brother executed it. He said their press releases. We had just had a true TV show come out at that time. Alex sent out press releases to all the ball clubs and said, "Hey, Joe Pickett from True TV's." What was the show called? Late Night Snack.
Yeah.
Will be at the stadium and he would love to throw out the first pitch. And they said, absolutely. Tell him to come on down. So my idea was that I would tear off my shirt beforehand. And so I tore off my shirt. And,
did you ever?
And nobody watches the guy throwing out the first pitch. So nobody was even paying attention. And then that poor guy who probably probably played in the World Series at some point. I had to catch my throw, and look how hard he's laughing at me tearing off the shirt there. He's just really thought it was really funny.
Doesn't seem amused. Yeah.
Just thinks it's really funny.
The hell's True TV?
Anyway, so here's what Joe's Pitch Corner is. So I feel like we're really low on corners right now. I feel like we're in a real corner drought right now. George, how many corners are we up to right now? Have you counted?
711.
Wayne, if you could count how many corners we're at.
Don't tell her. She might actually do it.
Yeah.
We can't afford that one.
Yep.
All right. So I had a new idea for a new corner, and here's the graphic for that, and I'll explain what it is in a second. I hope you're real excited about it.
Master, we love you. Do not go away.
This is how
humans,
right? I shall not talk much longer with you.
Okay, this segment is this new corner is called This Is How Humans Talk, right? And
any chance to work in the Model T horn?
I think it's the perfect way to end every sort of corner. So the idea behind this is that we get a lot of videos that have poor writing and poor acting. And when you get that combination for dialogue, the people start to sound like robots or like space aliens. So this segment's called This Is How Humans Talk, right? And the video that I'm going to be playing from is called Angel Force. Nick, you've seen this on the show.
Yeah,
right?
I have. I've never watched it, though.
It's a kid's, it's a children's religious video, Christian video. And I don't know, they're singing songs and doing sketches about God and and then the like lessons of like, why you shouldn't do certain things. And there's just one, they just finished up a tea party and we're coming out of this tea party and this boy is talking about how he doesn't want to stick around for the tea party. He's going to go do something else. All right, so here we go. Take a listen. And there's so much going on here. Let's just watch it once just for the dialogue. And then I'm going to back it up because there's a lot to discuss here.
Okay.
All right, here we go. This is how humans talk, right? And that was their sound, right? That was their.
Yep. I think THX produced this.
Hey girls, we'd really love to stay and have your tea party with you, but we have an appointment at the soccer field.
Oh, video toaster.
Okay, but before we get the dialogue, I can't stand that kid's sleeves. Like, look at his sleeves. Like he's like Elastic Man. Like, look at his what his jacket fits him other than his arm length. You see what I'm talking about?
Yeah, the waist is about the right.
Yeah, the waist is fine, but like the arm length is so
kind of flapping about.
Yeah. Anyway, all right.
Hey, Dane! You know there's no slide tackling? I can do whatever I want. No, you can't. Guys, stop fighting. Well, he's the one that started it. Don't you know that fighting is mean and it's a sin, and it's harder to get to heaven when you sin? Oh, I'm sorry, John. I'm sorry, too.
I think this is not Canadian.
That's how that would go. If you told something
that's how
something
humans
was a
talk,
sin.
right?
Yeah. Somebody told me something was a sin. I'm sorry.
And he says, "I'm sorry too." All right, here we go. Listen again. Just try to observe silence during this part because there's a lot to unpack here.
Fighting is mean and it's a sin.
Fighting is mean and it's a sin. Okay, here we go. That's the child of the corn, by the way. Right
Yeah,
there.
they all are.
Yeah.
Well, he's the one that started it. Don't you know that fighting is mean and it's a sin, and it's harder to get to heaven when you sin? Oh, I'm sorry, John. I'm sorry, too. Do you really think we'll go to heaven when we die? Well, if we do what God wants us to do. Well, what's that supposed to be? Well, all we have to do is know, love, and serve God. When I go to heaven, I'm taking my dog with me. You can't take your dog with you. Why not? God made him too. Well, Matthew, I think it's because he is an animal and you're a person. So what? What's the difference? Well, let's finish our game. We'll ask Father when he gets here.
I think he has a legit question about a preposterous idea.
Okay, okay. First of all, it's pitch black out right now. When it started, it was light out.
Yeah.
Like, yeah. Right. When we first started here, it was daytime. And now I think they have like their car's headlights pointed at there. And then by the end, it just keeps getting progressively darker and darker behind.
Producing something this poorly is a sin.
Until he's just like in a forest by himself. Also, where'd the dog come from? The dog showed up all of a sudden.
They're being negligent pet owners, yeah.
Yeah. And then also look at there's one scene here where you can see the kids right, the kid with the sleeves. Look at the sleeves on the right. He still, you can see a different shot of the
pulled down. Yeah,
still hasn't pulled him down. All right, and then watch this end scene here when they decide to play the game again, and it looks like he's like the kid is like glued to the dog, and he wants to play soccer, but look at the dog is confused. So they're going to play soccer again, but the kid wants to keep touching the dog, and they go to play soccer, but he wants to play soccer, but he doesn't want to let go of the dog, and the dog doesn't know what to do. The dog is rightfully confused. Watch this part.
Well, the dog doesn't know where it's going to go to heaven. Think about that.
He just got some alarming news.
They have to wait for Father Dan or whoever.
All right, watch the kid stay like his hand is glued to this dog. Watch. He's attempting to play soccer with him, but he won't let go of the dog.
I think that dog was Ghoul, and they're playing it.
Okay, all right, and that is
how
humans,
right? I shall not talk much longer with you.
I shall not talk much longer with you, said Jesus. All right. So what do you think? Is that a corner? This is how humans talk.
I like
right?
that corner because we do find a lot of just perplexing dialogue and,
Yeah. I also feel you could have the spin-off corner of this is what the humans wear, right? Or however.
Oh, yeah. Or maybe just get more specific and be like long sleeve jackets corner.
Well, our long national corner drought is over, ladies and gentlemen.
How many are we up to, George?
And that is show us your raviolis.
Oh, I can't do the outro. I could, but it'll take forever.
That's all right. So we have a dilemma here. Do we do cyber videos or do we?
Let's do them.
I think we do requests.
George,
we're only an hour in. We're only an hour in right now.
We rarely get to do requests.
Oh yeah. Let's do. Oh wait, we got to get. Hold on, I got to get that songer up. Hold on, I'll get the songer up. Take another request. I'm going to work on the songer.
Yeah.
Okay, George.
Okay, so caller, you've been waiting for 12 minutes and 50 seconds. Tell us, do you have a request, constructive criticism, or a fascinating combination of both?
Hey guys, I have a little constructive criticism, although I'm a huge Melinda.
Nice.
Okay.
My constructive criticism is, with all due respect, Joe's inside-out shirt is just driving me crazy. Any chance he could fix that?
Inside out shirt? Is it inside out?
Yeah. The text has been backwards the whole time.
This is the most constructive.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. It's been bothering us too, and I think it's okay. Thank you very much.
You're right. Yep.
Well, while Joe does that, I'm going to play the Cyber Videos intro.
That was some good constructive criticism.
Okay, so this is the segment of the show where we show you videos we found not on our shelves, not in thrift stores, not on VHS, but cyber videos that fall within the things that we like. And this one I wanted to start off with was a video that was making the rounds on Instagram. I'm not sure exactly what it's from, but it's from an early 1989 news magazine where they're demonstrating early electronic recording techniques. And George, I thought you'd appreciate this one.
Nah. Okay, let's listen back to this.
Okay, because you just recorded what you were singing into the mic.
Yeah, and we can view this. So along with the MIDI capabilities of a professional sequencer, it also gives you the ability to manipulate and
there
see
you are.
digital audio. So let's listen to that back, and you can see the bouncing ball just like the other program. Gives you an idea where the bars and beats are.
And there you are. And you're recording right onto the hard drive here?
That's correct.
That's it. That's just a tantalizing little clip of this guy.
Let's isolate that and like not talk over it or anything so that we can do a Melinda mixer. Maybe a Melinda mixer can hear that.
Okay,
and,
sure.
And sample that because I think that's very sampleable.
I'll just play the first part of it. That'd be the part you'd remix. So let's just
here we go. Silence.
Nah. Okay, let's listen back to this.
Okay, so
yes,
plenty to be done with that. Plenty to be done.
Assuming the Melinda mixers are still watching this live show, please remix that. Why didn't any of you guys tell me that my shirt was inside out the entire time? Why do we have to have a caller call up?
I thought it was mirror. I thought your camera was mirrored when I first.
What about when I held this up? When I held up creative?
That was normal. So that's when I knew it. But I thought, I thought it was a stylistic choice. So I didn't want to call you out on it.
Why would I do a stylistic choice? No, this is
you've done stranger things, Joe.
Yeah, okay, all right. Thank you, caller, for doing what these guys couldn't do.
Yes, thank you, caller.
And he waited like 15 minutes to tell you that.
Yeah,
no,
Melinda's are the best.
This is embarrassing for me, not only for me, but for you guys too.
What was the other video request we got at the beginning?
Songer.
Oh yeah.
yeah.
Okay.
What number 69? I was gonna play that before my IMGs. I can play it right now. Let's play it right now. Let's see what
Okay,
Daniel
sure.
Songer, comedy act
And-
number 69.
Steve, you're on deck then.
I'm ready. I'm ready to go.
Has to offer. Here we go.
Ladies and gentlemen, comedian, entertainer, Daniel Songer. Comedian, entertainer, Daniel Songer, comedy act 169.
Oh wait.
Oh, that
My
was
bad.
169.
My bad.
Okay.
My bad. Oh boy, I see this live show.
Oh,
He
boy.
did look a little older in that.
Yeah,
That's okay. That's fine.
And I wasn't familiar with that stage that he was on. I don't. Yeah, that was like one of his later stages.
We
So-
probably watched that at like the
Hour
end of about
15.
13 hours. Yeah.
Steve,
All right.
why don't you go ahead?
Yeah, go ahead.
I will. So I have a very quick one this week. It's a jock jam. It's not the normal in the sense it's not a commercial, but I do think it illustrates that basically a athlete will go along with anything creative that you put in front of them. And bonus points if you can figure out what this reminds me of from a VCR party.
Oh, there it is.
Get your whole
Yes.
screen.
I was waiting for somebody to do the whole
yes.
screen.
Sons of bitches.
Oh,
You got to
man.
clean up that desktop, Steve.
You
That
sons of
desktop
bitches.
was that desktop was filthy.
I'm
You
going to
gotta
try it
clean
again.
that
Let's see
up.
if it changes. Better? Looks better.
Yeah.
The Brazil entrance from 1991.
Is that a tamale tube?
También ya el equipo brasileño sobre el terreno de juego. Claudio Tafarel, el guardameta
I
del
thought
Parma.
it reminded me of the world's largest colon. So I thought, I
yeah.
mean, at best. So
Yeah.
I don't know
that's right.
if we have a video, a shot of that we can throw up. But I
There's
do
another
think it's very
request.
similar.
There's another request.
I think more sports teams should come out of giant fleshlights. I think it's
Yeah,
intimidating.
exactly.
I think it just says we're here to play. And
Yeah.
What was that
We're feeling
video?
good.
What was that video where people were walking to the colon? Like I'm typing in colon, I'm not finding it. Do you remember which one that was?
was it an IMG?
I think it was maybe an IMG. I don't know. I can't
Yeah,
remember.
or it
People
was-
sent in photos too.
Yeah.
I'll look through mine.
Okay.
You find the you find Daniel Songer 69. I'll work on this one.
And
Okay,
George.
Okay. Well, hold on.
Yeah.
I did a search for Daniel Songer number 69,
Okay.
and what I didn't find that one, but I did find 237, which is about the number 69. I feel like that's going to be the better one.
Oh, sure. Let's try it.
All right.
Oh,
Ladies and gentlemen, comedian, entertainer,
This is one of my favorite
Daniel Songer.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah! You know what's coming up? Comedian, entertainer, Daniel Songer, comedy act 237. And you probably guessed it. This is titled The Number 69. We're gonna get wild.
Oh, we've seen this one.
Wild.
Yeah, it was odd
And
number.
this is the new Slap That Ass song. Come on, feel the heat.
Wait, what did he say? This is the new what?
Slap that ass song.
Girls, slap my meat. We'll get wild, wild, wild. Come on, feel the heat. Girls, slap my meat.
All right, I think we got it.
Yeah, that's probably plenty. But
yeah, I think we got it. So I think that's going to be better than what actual 69 was
Yes.
for the caller. I think
it
that
was
you're gonna be happier.
disappointing during the marathon.
You're going to be happier with that one. George, what do you got?
well, first, Evan has been waiting on the line for 23 minutes. Let's see.
Bring him on.
Evan? Hey, you're on.
Evan, hi.
Hi. Video request. Yes.
Let's hear it.
Are you ready?
Yes.
Yep.
Overnight Teamsters Truckers Unite Rally.
Yes, excellent.
Okay, thank you very much.
Excellent request.
Good one.
Oh, yes.
So in the meantime, George, do you want to play your cyber video?
Yes, at the Mahoning Drive-In. Mahoning? Is that how you say it?
Mahoning, yeah.
Mahoning. So a few Melindas mentioned how much they missed Saturday morning cartoons. Because it's been on hiatus for a few months, but it'll be back in the fall. Right now it's mid-July and Saturday addicts everywhere are jonesing for their tunes, and you can't have cartoons without the omnipresent voice of Frank Welker. So I'm here with a new seasonal corner I'm calling The Summer of Welker.
The Summer of Welker.
Yeah. So
That was Glomer doing his punk rock song, I think.
Yeah, mainly my contribution to this show is the intros, I think. And that's mainly what I like doing. But I found a clip of Frank Welker recording the voice of Slimer for the Real Ghostbusters cartoon. No doubt he's the best in the business, and he has such range. In this, he's scared, he's happy, he's brushing his teeth. But I can't tell whether a great voice actor would be a fun person to hang around with, or maybe an extremely irritating person to hang around with, and I think this might help you decide.
If we can trap and contain the Ghostmaster, the force field will vanish.
That's a big if, Egon. According to Who's Who in the spirit world, the Ghostmaster rates as a class 11.
11?
Right. Even if we could use our traps and throwers, we can never hold him.
Hey, Egon! Hide! 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 Oh! Hide! The Ghostmaster's coming! Uh-oh. I'm late. Oh, this cloud is broken. Oh, I gotta get away and get this thing, and I gotta go this thing. Huh? Oh, rats. Yeah.
I spend most of my time doing voiceovers. It's fun, it's fast, and it's furious. And another great thing that voice people really enjoy is that when you're an on-camera actor, usually you get stuck with doing one role or whatever your physiognomy restricts you to. But here, like on Ghostbusters, I mean, you can come in and you can be for a little dog, and you can be like one of these guys. Or you can even be a person with 12 voices. Hello, how are you? I have 12 voices.
The master.
It
I miss him. I miss him.
Is physiognomy, is that a word, or did you just make that up right there?
No, that's a word.
I've never heard physiognomy in my entire lifetime.
It's a word.
Okay, I'm going to trust Welker on this one.
I trust Welker too with my whole heart.
Sounded good, and I feel like from the context, felt good.
Saturday morning cartoons will be back in September. We've got a great lineup planned, so stay tuned. Stay tuned, everybody.
Somebody on the Discord took a poll of what everybody wanted to see, and that was very helpful. And we're going to work off that list and some of our other videos too, or other cartoons too.
Yep.
All right. So, do you want to get some IMGs? You want to see some IMGs?
Yeah, let's get into them.
All right, here we go.
Chicken shit.
Electronic video transmission uploaded with no intention. Harvested semi-ethically. Welcome to IMG.
Okay, IMG time. We got 4 good ones here. The first one is 3814. Flash sent this one in. Only had 2 views, which I can't believe because Flash called this one bloopers, boners, and practical gags. It's a news blooper from a different country, and I don't know. I don't know why it got uploaded because it seems like I expect to hear like a laugh track behind it or like they had played it somewhere, but it's not. It's straight up blooper with 2 views, and it's not really a blooper. It's just this guy getting hurt and people being concerned about him. So,
okay,
what an intro, Joe! What an intro!
Add a Model T horn to it, and then that's a blooper.
Yeah, right, here we go.
يظهر جني موسم يظهر جني يما يا ابوك طلعت يا الله
See, I don't understand the language, so I assumed that he was laughing. I thought that he had screwed up a word and then he started laughing at his embarrassment, but he got stung by a bee. I assume.
Yes. Apparently in the eye.
That's why you can wear the mask.
I mean, yeah, it is his own fault.
نزل ايدك
Right?
نزل ايدك هيا في ايدي هيا
Gauga!
This one's about a baby duck who got its head stuck in a stewed tomato.
2 views on that one. 2 views.
Oh,
That's
wow, I
ridiculous.
should
2
have
views.
more.
Nice work, Flash. So next up, IMG 6105 from Jerry. Jerry, maybe this is the same Jerry who called up tonight.
Did we have a
And-
Jerry on the line? Oh, okay.
We did.
Yeah, there was a Jerry, wasn't there, George?
There sure was.
This one, 45 views. Jerry called this one Toilet Paper Elton John. He's added, Nick is going to hate this one. All right.
We'll see.
All right. Let's see if this is one of the Elton John songs that you hate. Do you hate it, Nick?
Yeah, not a big fan of that. The with Kiki D, I believe. Not a fan of either of them. Sorry.
What about toilet paper? You a fan of toilet paper?
I didn't mind the video itself, just the
Okay.
song. I didn't.
Okay. All right. All right. Next up, IMG 4723 from Monster Mike. 15 views. Monster Mike called this one Guy Claps Too Long. And at first I watched this one. I wasn't really into it. But then Monster Mike added this. He said, at first I didn't see anything funny, but every time I replay it, I find myself laughing considering everyone else stops clapping by 3 seconds in. So everybody starts clapping and then everybody stops. But one person continues to clap for a little bit longer, which I kind of like too. So,
Yeah.
All right, here we go. There were like 7 claps too long. It was 7 claps
Yeah.
too long, wasn't it? It was like you could have stopped. Yeah,
Yeah,
I
the din
agree.
was over, and
Yeah, exactly. You read the room.
Mm-hmm.
I think there's an agreement we all have as audiences that
Yeah.
we stop clapping at a certain point, and then we start clapping at a certain point too.
Well, there was a time in kindergarten where we all sang Christmas carols, and we were singing Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer. And the way my family, Christmas carolers, grew up singing it was laughing all the way, ha, ha, ha. Well, no one else in my class did the ha, ha, ha part, so I was the only kid doing the ha, ha, ha part. And then everybody was laughing at me, not in a forced way, because I'd made an idiot out of myself.
I love that there's probably not a lot of things you remember from that year of your life, but you do remember the embarrassment that you experienced.
I remember that, and I remember knocking over a kid's puppet show just because I felt like it that they had set up, and I got put.
What
in
a Joe thing to do.
No, Nick's the sociopath here. Nick's
and
the
I got
true-
put on
he's
the
quiet
thinking
sociopath.
chair.
Yeah,
And,
exactly.
yeah, I had
We
to,
gotta get a
I had to sit
thinking
in
chair.
a corner on a chair. Yeah.
We got to get a thinking chair for your room over there. I think you need to do a lot of thinking.
All right.
All right, what do
I
we
could
got?
just
Here we go.
I could swivel my chair, but yeah.
Well, no, we need a separate chair. I mean, it sounded like it worked. All right, last but not least here, IMG 3814. Flash sent this one too. These are doubling up on 3814s. 34 views, and Flash asks the question: does this kid come with the sink?
Do it again. Do it again.
Could that be a George's deathbed vision?
That's pretty cool. I like it.
Absolutely.
That
It's
could
very,
definitely be a George's
Very
deathbed
David
vision.
Cronenberg. Yeah.
I especially like the pan, like how it starts over here.
Mhm.
You know, it starts over on this side of the Home Depot, and then the reveal. Not bad for a mom and her son. That's pretty good. So,
It's like a Fulci horror movie.
Wow.
Rocks are done. Gotta sleep. Bye.
all right, those are your IMGs for the week.
Those are your cyber videos.
Are we going to close it up, or are we not going to close it up?
I don't think we're closing things up in this.
No,
particular
there will
episode.
be no closing up in this one. But let me play the request for Evan requested the overnight Teamsters.
Mm-hmm.
All right, take a look at this. This is a video that I found in a camcorder. So a lot of times we'll go to estate sales and we'll buy a camcorder and it'll have a video actually in it. And here it is. He requested overnight. I can't believe you remembered this. Like, I don't even remember.
I forgot this one entirely. Yeah.
Overnight Teamsters Truckers Unite Rally, March 11th, 1995, 14 minutes long. And I called it Mystery Home Movie. And let me just, hold on. Let me just, here it is. I think this guy must have gotten a camcorder and he just set it up in his own room and recorded himself. Nick, you'll remember this once you see it.
I remember it. I didn't know it was labeled this way. Yeah.
Yeah. And but I don't know. This guy just has serial killer vibes to me. It just kind of seems like that room is just kind of cluttered. There's a roll of toilet paper right there, but or was it
paper towels?
Paper towel. Sorry. Yeah, that's even worse for some reason. That's worse for some. All right. All right. Here it is. This is what was on the video. Look how he's daintily eating chips and he's watching some internet video about John Kerry.
Yeah.
I feel like I remember this one now.
Yeah.
The cat gonna make an appearance?
No, that's a different
one. I know what you're thinking though.
He goes, shit. He screwed something up.
I wanted to play the delightful send-up of John Kerry, but...
Listen. He tapped, do you see him tap the chip right there? Mm-hmm. Listen, he's tapping the chip right there.
A ruffled chip, yeah.
Yeah, it's a Riches, yeah.
Thumb twiddles?
No. This is a great request. I stepped on it. God damn it. All right. That burp reminds me, I need a cigarette.
Yep, this will make the chips taste even better. Well, back to my John Kerry parody song.
Oh, he must have a cold or something.
Do you think it was a parody that was sort of praising John Kerry for his military service, and you think it was like a respectful?
I don't know. I'll have to go back to the original tape, but then it ends this way. This is a David Lynch movie right here. This is the last shot.
Ooh.
Look at that, on a flower.
Mm.
And he has a van.
Yep.
He has a van.
Oh, yikes.
There's the cat video you're talking about, Steve. All right, so there you have it. All request line. Let's do an all request show. This is fun.
Yeah, we could do another one. Just a few announcements. Just before we do though, Joe, I just wanted to say that I appreciate the energy and the chaotic fun you bring to each episode of the show.
Oh, thank you.
Mm-hmm.
I was going to say for this episode, I appreciate your factual accuracy. Like I think everything that you said today was factually accurate, and I appreciate that. It's important to the show because we are journalists, and it's always important every single episode to get the truth to the people. For example, like who directed Gremlins 1? Like we have to tell them who actually directed it. So, and I appreciate that you nailed it every single time across the board for this episode.
Thank you. Now we should talk about the podcast that's just gone up today, Bastard Tapes. This is our audio podcast that
it's good. It keeps
fantastic.
Getting better. It keeps getting better.
Yeah. So this time, Tim Harrod from The Onion, writer on Conan, he did all Beatles covers. This one I hadn't heard before. It reminded me of Mrs. Miller, who was an operatic singer. But this person is Kathy Berberian, somebody like that. She's doing a Kathy Berberian doing Ticket to Ride.
Kathy the Barbarian.
that's what I meant. Kathy Berberian. Yeah.
What are we? There we go. Come on. See, we edit all this out.
I think I'm going to be sad. I think it's today. Yeah. The man that's driving me Dad is going away. He's got a ticket to ride. He's got a ticket to ride. He's got a ticket to ride, but he don't care.
Okay, she wasn't trying to be funny either. This is like people would actually try to show off their singing skills with, but using Beatles songs. So
see, that's what Tim does. He does the research so we don't have to, and he puts it all in one place. It's like 43 minutes long. It's the perfect length for a podcast. He doesn't wear out his welcome. Let me read this review. Somebody reviewed it recently, a few weeks ago, and they said, if there's one thing I can't stand are podcasts that sound like idiots in a bedroom getting high and eating, which I think is this show probably, right? I mean, we're not getting high, we're not eating, but essentially. This reviewer said, this isn't one of those. It's well-researched, great subjects, and reminds me of fanzines I would find at record stores. I find myself listening to these multiple times. So that's a glowing review. You guys didn't write it though, right?
No, I haven't.
Okay. I didn't write it.
No,
none of you guys wrote it, and I assume Tim didn't write it.
Yeah.
So yes, check out Bastard Tapes. Is a brand new one. We just uploaded it today, so check that out.
Yes. And what are we going to do for our Patreon, our extra special Patreon backers who help us keep the show alive? We do a bonus episode each week called EP Mode that we watch like extra long things. We do deep dives into video series. And what are you thinking for this week, Joe?
Well, I think that we're ready for another Sin of the City, right?
Yes, I think it is time. We've had a couple weeks off, and we got to revisit it.
Yeah, so Brad sent me a bunch of them. I mean, we could watch it in their entirety. I don't know how long they actually are. You know what? He's been talking to Greg, the creator of Sin of the City, about like we could possibly make a Blu-ray that has all of the Sin of the Cities on them. Like, look we have all these here. And he says there's even more. So I don't know. We're talking about distributing it, getting Greg in, help him make some money, get it out there so that people can watch it.
A locally produced cop show, very low budget and incredible dialogue, non-actors as actors. Join us on our journey to watch Sin of the City.
Yeah, let's watch that this Thursday. We'll find what to watch.
Can I briefly play Gene Goes Loco? This is one of the videos that I feel like I had this queued up. I don't know if I ever didn't play it. I feel like I played this for a cyber video at one point, but I apologize, Calvin, for not playing this earlier. It's Gene Goes Loco.
How did... This is the... Oh. This is pretty great.
One of these homemade music videos.
Yeah.
Maybe we didn't want to get flagged for locomotion. I like Gene going loco.
Yeah.
Well, he said skateboarding with Gene too, right? I mean,
yeah.
That's why.
But in Calvin's defense, he did send this a long time ago. We just never got to it.
And he's right. This is something that we would really like.
Yep.
Calvin, we accept full responsibility. We were in the wrong. You were in the right.
Exactly. So
yeah.
I apologize.
You know what we need? We need assistants. We need an assistant who can read our emails and say, hey, this is a good one. Hey, Calvin's onto something with this one. Oh, no, this one just sent the forklift video. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah, right.
Yeah.
Well,
so,
hopefully, somebody just sent us the John Kerry Bohemian Rhapsody parody. That's what.
Can you play it?
Play it. I have to download it, but I will. Yeah, I'll play. Why don't we play that going out? Should we play that going out?
I mean, I'm kind of excited about this one, but I could skip it. Like we'll do the John Kerry. Okay, but then I have the outro attached to the thing that I'm going to play.
Well,
so
go ahead, George. Why don't we take one final call? Because I guess
Yes.
there's somebody who's been on for like 20 minutes. So let's.
But I do
take
want
a
to see
call.
this John Kerry video.
I'll
Really
play it
bad.
after the call, and then we'll go do the outro. How
Grand
about that?
Rapids, Michigan. You've been on hold for 25 minutes. Tell us what you're thinking. I'm Larry King, by the way. Okay. How are you?
Dave Hawkins.
I knew it'd be Dave Hawkins.
Oh.
I knew it'd be Dave.
How are the
I was
ferrets?
just wondering if you guys got the package I sent you in the office yet.
Yes, we did. We absolutely did, and I'm glad you
Just
actually
says
bring
yes.
that up because we have a ton.
Great to hear, 'cause
We
that's
have a ton of stuff, but we're saving it
definitely gonna
for.
enjoy it.
We're saving it because we do this new thing where what do we call it? The Foxy Unboxing.
It will be on a future episode of Foxy Unboxing.
Yes, and somebody also sent this one.
Yeah, we got a lot of stuff. We got a backlog.
I'm wondering what this is. What the hell is this going to be? I can't wait to see this.
There's some international packages.
Tell Dave thank you.
Joe says thank you.
I'm interested in seeing what's in there. Oh, you're welcome.
He sent a big box too, so it looks good. So we're going to do
thank
a
you,
Foxy
Dave.
unboxing. Yeah.
Let me play that the John Kerry Bohemian Rhapsody. See, this is why doing live shows is fun sometimes.
Yeah.
Mostly not, but sometimes.
Fantasy, I'll win in a landslide. Despite my mentality, wake up from your daze. I'll
Is this
win
it?
this race.
I think it is. Yeah.
I'm
Yes.
not a poor boy. I live in luxury. Because my opinion comes
Yep.
Oh, he was a flip flopper. Remember?
Yep.
A waffler.
Yeah, waffle. And the guy eating chips was just kind of watching this before a cigarette.
Joylessly.
You'll see.
The jib jab style of. Okay, I think we saw enough of that, and I think you made the right call by having a different outro. But Brandon, thank you for sending that. Mystery solved. You ask a question, the Melindas come through.
I mean, I would say I like every single one of the calls that came in tonight. At first, I was like, "Oh, we're gonna get questions about the emails," but I'm glad that he said it because now we got to see skateboarding with Gene.
You're right. We're willing to admit
loco.
we were wrong. Yeah, Gene goes loco.
100%. All right, we're gonna go out of this. So while I was looking for, okay, so we got that it had done. Somebody emailed and said, "Hey, I watched the 101 Jesuses. Remember, we have this montage of 101 Jesuses." They said at the 47-second mark, there's a video that I watched a ton when I was a kid, and I'm dying to know what it is. And see, they emailed me this, and I responded to the email, and I dug up a hard drive. I'm talking about how much work I do for this show. And I found out what the clip was. While I was doing that, I found that Angel Force video. So that's why I did that. But then I also found this one. Jesse Romero, he's a strong man, and he does the power team stuff. They rent out like these arenas, and then they do these shows where they like smash cinder blocks and ice and break chains and smash hammers across their knees and everything. And in this particular one, they're singing "Our God is an Awesome God," and he's doing the nunchucks along with it. And so the thing is, if we had been prepared for this live show tonight, we could have done way better, and it would have been way shorter.
We'll be right back right after these messages.
Check out Portrait of a Failed Writer on Amazon and help out our Dutch friends, our Dutch Melindas. Everybody's a puppet when they're dead.
Automatically outstanding.
And the Lord wasn't joking when he kicked them out of Eden. It wasn't for no reason that he shed his blood. His return is very soon, and so you better believe that our God is an awesome God. He reigns from heaven above with wisdom, power, and love. Our God is an awesome God. Our God is an awesome God. He reigns from heaven above with wisdom, power, and love. Our God is an awesome God.
When we return, Dr. Selner will complete the bunion surgery.
Yes, those are his pajamas he's wearing.
All right, I gotta go.
That's all. That's it.
Let me see that one.
Rocks are done. Gotta sleep. Bye.
That's it. That it done.
We did our best. If we'd been prepared, we could have done better.
What do you think about Bibra?
About what?
Mine not there for yuck anymore.
Ooh.
That's all I'm doing.
Sure, Yodel.
Have a good day.
Sizzler.
Tinkerbell!
We'll be right back right after that. Good luck from all of us at Hagen.
And Kurt Polstead, the real great guy. Night, night.
Goodbye.
Jim's coins in Hilldale.